Fifth grade into math lesson 13.1. Understand thousandths. I can describe the relationship between two decimal place value positions to the thousandth place. Start your learning. Kiana is looking at seawater under a microscope to search for microscopic organisms. A droplet of seawater has a mass of 51 and 3/10 milligrams. What would the mass of 10 droplets of seawater show? So hers right now, if we would do this, does 100. So if this is the 100th spot, okay, so 100, 10, ones, and tenths. So here would be our decimal, right? For her original thing in milligrams, right? But they want it in what? How many droplets does she have? 10. So if we multiply that by 10, we would move our decimal one place to the right. Okay, so you'd essentially leave it over here one place. So I need to add in, everything would move over one place to the left technically with my place value if I'm adding the 0. So it'd be 5, 1, 3, and then a 0 here, and then where would the decimal now be? Well, it could still be here, right, guys? Okay, it's just we had to move everything over once. So now my answer is what? 513 milligrams, right? Build understanding number 1. Deshaun measures the length of the phytoplankton under a microscope as 1/10 of a millimeter. Use the place value chart to answer the question. So which part of the chart represents the length of the phytoplankton? How do you know? So which part represents it? What did they tell us the phytoplankton was? 1/10. So 1/10 is under which place value? Is under tenths. So 1 long. Okay, it wouldn't be the flat and it wouldn't be the little bit, right? It's the long one. Which part of the chart represents the length of the organism that measures 10 times as much of the length of the phytoplankton? So 10 times 10 would be what? 100. So that's in what place value? The ones, right? Ones place value, so the flat. Because 10 times 10 equals 100, right? Which part of the chart represents the length of the organism that measures 1/10 of it? So 1/10 means it needs to be smaller, right? So instead of moving it to the right, we would move it to the left, and what would that show it? It would be 0.01. So the 100th or the small cube, right? Because 10 over 1 times 1/10 equals what?
Equals 10 over 10.
Right. Or you can simplify before you start and get 1, right? Okay. How could you represent thousandths in the chart? A thousandths is 1,000 equal parts. So we could do what on that one? We can divide the hundredths into what? Into 10 equal parts, right? Okay. So divide hundredths. So that little cube we had, right? So the hundredths small cube into 10 more cubes. Number 2, the length of a sea creature that an enemy measures 400 inches early in its development. It is about 10 times as thick as a sheet of paper and 1/10 of the width of the vitamin. Use the place value chart to represent each measure. Okay, so the enemy measures what? 400, right? So I'd have 0.04. They already have the decimal for us, right? Okay. It is about 10 times as thick as a sheet of paper and 1/10. So to go 10 times as much, we would move it one place value to the right. So then that leaves us at 0.4, right? And then 1/10, like I said, it's smaller, so we're going to move it one place to the left. So that would be what? 0.0004. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I read that backwards. It said that the paper is 10 times bigger than that. So the paper should be what? Yeah, the 4,000. And the vitamin should be 4/10. Yeah, I read that backwards. Sorry. What patterns in the chart can you describe? So basically, you're either moving the decimal to the left or to the right. Okay, what are the measures of the 3 items? So basically, the enemy is 400, right, of an inch. The paper is 4,000ths of an inch. And then the vitamin is 4/10 of an inch. Like understanding, number 1, 10 pennies weigh about 9/10 ounces. About how much does 1 penny weigh? So they want to know, they're saying a group of 10 pennies weighs 9/10. They want to know what 1 penny weighs. So are you going to multiply that by 10 or divide by 10? Divide by 10. So you're going to have 0.9 divided by 10. So if we do 0.9 divided by 10, what did we learn? You move the decimal one place to the left. Divide, we move to the left. Multiply, we move to the right. Okay, so about 9/100 of an ounce, right? 1 dime weighs about 5,000ths of a pound. How much do 10 dimes weigh? So we have our 5,000 of a pound. Then am I dividing by 10 or multiplying by 10? Multiplying by 10. And we know when you multiply by 10, we move the decimal one place to the right. So my answer is 500 of a pound. And we need to write the word about, right? Okay. Okay. On your own, use tools. Complete the table to write numbers that are 10 times as much and 1/10 of 5/10. So 10 times as much, we're going to go what? You move the decimal one place to the right. So over here, I do 1.5 times 10, and so we're going to move it one place to the right. So our answer is 5. Over here, 1/10, and then of also means what? Multiplication. Now, when we're multiplying and we go to the right, it's usually with a whole number of 10, 100, or 1,000, right, guys? Okay. This time is a fraction of it. So, am I going to go to the right? No, I'm actually going to go to the left. So when we have units of 10 and fractions, we go to the left. But if they are whole numbers and we're multiplying, we go to the right. But if they are fractions and we're multiplying, we go to the left. Okay? So division and fractions with multiplication, we go to the left. Multiplying by whole units of 10, we go to the right. So I'm going to go one place to the left, and my answer is 500, right? Okay. This time I'm taking these numbers times 10, so I'm going to move them one place to the right. So I'm going to show my work, which is very minimal, and now my answer is 200. Okay, times 10, I move it one place to the right, and my new answer is 87 and 3,900. Okay, times 10, I move it one place to the right, and my answer is 354. Okay, now I'm finding 1/10 of a number, so I'm moving the decimal one place to the left. Okay, so I'm moving 2,500 one place to the left, so my new answer is 25,000. Okay, taking number 8 times 1/10, and I move it one place to the left. So my answer is 501 and 972 thousandths. Number 9, 3, and 6/10 times 1/10. I'm going to move it one place to the left, and my answer is
3,600.
So 3,600. Okay. Number 10, 500 multiplied by what number is 5,000? So we have 500 times something equals 5,000. So which way was the decimal moved? To the left, right? So was it multiplied by 10 or by 1/10? 1/10. Because it was moved one place to the left, so that means it had to be multiplied by 1/10. Otherwise, if it was multiplied by 10, it would be what? 5/10, right? And that isn't what we got. Number 11, use structure. In the number 9 and 689 thousandths, how does the value of the 9 to the left of the decimal point compare to the 9, or to the value of the digit 9 to the right of the decimal point? So here to here. So 9 in the one spot is how many times larger?
3 times.
It's 3 times. So 1 with 3 zeros is what? Is 1,000. Is 1,000 times larger than the 9 in the thousandth spot.